past week. What happened this past week? The time change, that was very exciting. Got a whole extra hour of sleep, and I needed it. You had a whole extra hour of TV? Oh man, that's even better. What else exciting happened this past week? Well, it's All Saints Day. It was All Saints Day on Thursday, which is pretty exciting. That's a pretty exciting day, and we're celebrating All Saints Sunday today. Yeah, Halloween was on Wednesday. So, did any of you go out in costumes? What sort of costumes did you wear? What costume did you have? You were a butterfly? What about you? You were a cat? Did you go out? What were you? A what? A mascot? What mascot? Your school's mascot? Nice. What about you? What were you? I'm sorry? Darth Vader? A solid choice. Yes? A dragon? My son was a dragon too. Dragons are always a good choice. What were you? A tiger? Tigers are also a good choice. Yes? You were? Jasmine? Elsa. Elsa. Oh, Elsa's also a very solid choice. If I had a daughter, she probably would have been Elsa. But I had a son and he was a red dragon. Yes. A sorceress? Nice. Those are some exciting costumes. Why did you wear costumes? Yes. To scare away evil spirits. That's one reason that some people wore them, and so that's why some of you may have been a dragon or a tiger or a sorceress. But some of you were butterflies and cats and some things that aren't quite as scary. So why might you have worn a not scary costume?
Just for fun.
Just for fun? Because it was cold out and having extra layers on is just practical? I mean, yeah, that's a good reason. Yeah. Because it's Halloween, and that's just what you do. Yeah, you don't just dress up in a costume every day and go knocking on people's doors and getting free candy. That's not something you do every day. It's probably a good thing you don't do that every day. It'd be a lot of sugar. And there'd probably be a lot of unhappy parents and probably a lot of very happy dentists. See what I did there? So, one of the reasons people wear costumes on Halloween is because in ancient traditions, this is a Celtic holiday known as Samhain. You don't need to remember that, don't worry. And they believe that this time of year, the veil between our world and the other world, or the afterlife, the spirit world, they believe that veil was at its thinnest, and that spirits could go back and forth between one world and the other. Yeah, like the Day of the Dead. Yeah, that's very similar. Yes?
Isn't it when they carve pumpkins, or like when they used to carve beets?
Yeah, they used to carve beets, turnips.
Let the spirits out?
Yeah, to let the spirits out, to be beacons for the spirits. And what they did during this time is they would remember all the people who have died that they cared about. And one of the things that people would do is they would dress up in costume to be the spirit of a deceased loved one and come and bear a message to their living relatives. And it was this way of honoring and remembering all the people who had died. And so every year, on All Saints' Day and All Souls' Day, we in the church remember everyone who has died. And so in a few minutes, Father Paul is going to read what's called an necrology, which is a fancy term that means a list of people who died in the past year. And we're going to say those names and remember everyone who has been buried from this congregation in the past year. Well, fortunately, it's written out on a piece of paper, so he doesn't have to memorize all of it. Yeah. We have to have things written out on paper because as good as my memory is at sometimes, I know I will forget something, so I just have to have it written out. My memory is not as big as a hippo. That is a great phrase I've never heard before, but I will use it. Thank you. So we will say those names and remember the people who have died in the past year. But one of the other things we do is we call these people saints. Oh, you lost a shoe. We call these people saints. And we should remember that each and every one of us is called to be a saint as well. And to be a saint, there's not a whole lot you have to do. It's pretty simple. There are two things you have to do. Are you ready? One, you have to believe in Jesus. You already have that step done? Good. Step two is you have to let other people know that Jesus loves them. Is that something you think you can do? I see some nods. I see some questioning looks. If you can convince me that you will let people know that Jesus loves them, I might have one more sugary treat. It's probably blow pops. It's probably not chocolate. I'm sorry. So, but before I can give this to you, I need you to convince me that you can tell other people that Jesus loves them. So how are you going to convince me that you're going to tell other people that Jesus loves them? What was that? Wear a camera all day and show me video evidence? That could work. Yes. I'm sorry? Help someone out? Yeah, you could do that. What else could you do? How can you convince me that you're going to tell people that Jesus loves them? You could be kind to people. How are you going to prove to me today that you're going to do this? By seeing what you're doing? Yes. By giving me a blow pop? You would give me a blow pop? Oh man, that would be amazing. If you had a blow pop to give me, that would be amazing. But you don't have blow pops. So, what if you all stood up and faced everyone out there and as loud as you can say Jesus loves you to everyone out there? I do not have earmuffs, but I have been hearing the tuba from the organ for the past, I don't know how long. I think my ears have adjusted to loud noises. So, if you can If you don't want to blow pop, then I weep for you. Because why would you not want to blow pop? So, look out to everyone there. Make sure you can see people's faces. And on the count of 3, as loud as you can, say Jesus loves you. 1, 2, 3.